Welcome to Cape Trekking. Welcome back if there's been a four. Today, we're at the Manor.
Yes.
The Manor.
The Manor.
In somewhere in Sheffield. So, after his comfort zone, yet again. But, hey up, let's go and see if we can see out. Don't even know if it's open. See you in a minute.
Toodaloo.
I'm not quite sure how this video is going to be successful today. That's the Discovery Centre, and that's definitely closed. But if we manage to have a look on the outside of it, I'm sure we'll be able to see something today. Always wanted to come to here, but never had the opportunity or the chance to come and see this Manor Lodge, I think it's called, isn't it? It's not actually called Manor Castle. Manor Lodge. But there's a big railing round it, and the gates were locked. I don't know how much we're going to be able to see, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can see. Quite interesting. I didn't expect to see out like that here, to be fair. I don't know what the mining's got to do with this area. If anybody knows, drop us a comment. Looks like it's on some sort of plateau. Quite flat, so I wonder what this part of the old manor used to be. You can see the old walls of it. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to get any closer. I hope we can, for your sake as well as ours.
Yeah, this would be a bit disappointing if we... Because I've never been... Living in Sheffield all this time, I've never been. Yeah.
It's about 12 miles for us to get here, so...
It is.
Not... hope we're not disappointed, and I hope you're not. Decent view over this side of the city.
Meadow wall over there.
Yeah, you can just see it in distance. I'm zooming in for you. There you go.
Yeah.
It's Meadowell, and then one motorway where the two massive cooling towers used to be. Unfortunately, no longer there. Unfortunately, blew it up. You can see the castle in the background. I'll give you some information and some history on that shortly. Anyway, I'm going to see if we can see out at the bottom side of it, and hopefully try and get a bit closer for you. And then we will talk, like I said, talk some history about the place itself, when it was built, who was here, and a very important queen was imprisoned in this place for a short period of time. In fact, not a short period of time, 14 years she was imprisoned here. It's a long time. It says she'd been touring around the place for a wee while. We'll give you some information on that shortly. But it's not a bad city, I suppose, as cities go. I'm not a massive city guy, coming from a wee town, as most people know by now. But, well, a lovely autumnal, is that the word?
That's it.
Autumnal day.
Yes.
Can't wait for spring. We've got some summer yet, winter yet. No, turret house. I'll give a bit more information on that later. We may be better off if we go around the other side, might be able to see more. We certainly can't see much from this side. It's just a shame that we can't get in, it's closed. I think it opens on Sundays during summer, and I think it's private visits after that. I could be wrong. Bit of modern brick there. We touched the traditional, the ancient brick. It's very old actually, this place. It's a manor estate in Sheffield, a big graveyard further over. It's a Manor Park Crescent. Not the nicest place in Sheffield, I do apologise if anybody's from here. Manor Lodge. It was originally a hunting lodge, built in the 12th century originally. Obviously most of this is not 12th century, it's mainly Tudor, but we'll come to that in a minute. So it's a hunting lodge, a 2,500 acre deer park estate. It was granted the lease for having a deer park. Like I say, it was the hunting lodge. I think it was the Talbot family, the Earls of Shrewsbury. It was a wooden and partly stone structure, and it was coal and wood as fuel, as you expect. And it also did skins, probably deer skin, no doubt.
Yeah.
It was later a farm, and a mine was here as well. It was jealously guarded by its landowners for hundreds of years, right up to the 20th century. In the 16th century, it came under the ownership of the Talbot family, the 6th Earl of Shrewsbury. George Talbot and his wife, Bess of Hardwick, she is a very, very notable character. Goodler, she's a very interesting character, that one. I mean, really interesting. Yeah. She was like the feminist of her time. She really was an influential woman, especially in a time when women was second rate. Don't ditch me on that, because that's exactly what they was.
It was. Yeah.
They were second rate citizens, didn't have any say, no votes, anything. You probably know this already, but she was a woman of her time, and she was so influential. She had people eating out of her hand. She really did. She was such an influential woman. Bess of Hardwick. She also had Chatsworth House built and a number of other notable houses. Although she was the wife of the person that had it built, but she was so influential. She had a lot of say on how the building was built. We'll come to the most notable person in a second. In 1530, the newly built Tower House and Long Gallery was built here at the Manor Lodge. It held a notable character. It's not the one I'm going to be talking about shortly, but Cardinal Wolsey was here for 16 to 18 days. He was the King Henry VIII's Chancellor. He was held here as a prisoner for treason. Because of the Reformation, and he wouldn't convert to Protestantism or Catholicism. All that malarkey, not getting into that.
No.
But he was here for 16 to 18 days. Before he went on trial in London.
He developed stomach pains, and about 3 days later died in
Leicester. Died in Leicester.
Yeah.
So he never made it to London. He was the lucky one.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
Yeah.
He died of natural causes. He didn't go like a lot of them did. Shall we?
Yeah, the big one is
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Was held prisoner in Sheffield here.
14 years she was held here before she was moved on to Tutbury, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And then on her way to Fotheringay, which obviously she didn't get further than that, did she? But yeah, she was here for 14 years. Manor Lodge, held prisoner. What a sad state of affairs, eh?
Yeah, very sad.
Her cousin, Queen Elizabeth II, didn't want to sign a death warrant. She didn't want it on her hands to be a queen who killed another anointed queen. Her hands was basically tied. If you read the story, I'm not getting into the entire story, but if you read if you Google it, our friend Google knows everything, don't it?
Does.
If you Google it or read books about it, you'll find out the full story of all that. I mean, she asked Queen Elizabeth for refuge after Mary lost a battle in Scotland and basically lost the throne. Now, there's a lot of rumours going about that Elizabeth actually supported Mary's claim to the Scottish throne, to the Scottish crown. She actually wanted her back on the throne of Scotland. But she always thought her crown in England was at threat from Mary and another Catholic being on the throne. So she had her held prisoner rather than let her be part of a courtier, really.
Yeah, yeah. Long time to be held prisoner, though. And then,
Well, 14 years here, and she was at lots of other places on the way south and even further south. So 20 odd years she were a prisoner, really. I think this is the longest place she stayed, though.
Yeah.
I believe. Unfortunately, we can't go in, like I say. So we're going to go down to Norfolk Park. That's just a little bit of history about Mary Queen of Scots being here. And go on. What did I call him? Cecil. Was it Cecil? And a few other notable names. Bess of Hardwick and the 6th Earl of Shrew. Wolseley. Cecil Wolseley, that's him. I'm not an historian, so don't start saying you've got that wrong, did it? I'm only going what I've read and what I've heard. So if I am slightly wrong, you can always drop us a comment and correct us.
Exactly.
Let's head off down to Norfolk Park. See you down there.
See you.
It's a nice lamp.
Yes.
Lovely. Right. The entrance to Norfolk Park then. Let me zoom out. Stunning. Wow. I've never been into Norfolk Park. That's beautiful. If you go into a park, this is what you call an entrance. Wow. That is absolutely stunning. Sola Virtuous Invicta. Anybody knows what that means? Let me know. Wow.
It's certainly a park entrance, this.
Isn't it just? Look at that avenue. And the old gates at the back of me. That's what you call an entrance to a park. Absolutely stunning, I've got to say. I ain't even got into the park properly yet.
We've been to lots of events here. Every year they used to have the Army and Marines and Air Force and everything. And they'd have a mock battle on one piece of grass further down, and then they'd build displays further up. It used to be really interesting. They had helicopters and all sorts.
Wow. Wow. Wait, that was a sight to behold.
Yeah.
So Norfolk Heritage Park. See what's the historical and heritage about it then. So it's quite a big park. Let's have a look. The park was originally under the guidance of the 13th Duke of Norfolk, and in 1848 it became one of the first parks in the country to be opened free to the general public. The park's historic landscape is nationally important and has now been registered in partnership with the local community. If you require any assistance, all that rubbish, yeah. So the lantern that we saw outside, that I took a photo of, the lantern originally stood at the bottom of the Granville Road and was moved to its present position in 1904. It originally ran as gas, but is now being converted to electricity. So we've got Granville Road entrance, which you've just seen, is the cottage at the back of me. The Turkey Oak Avenue, which we're on. Playground over Eights. Oh, we've got quite a few here. The archway. Oh, there's quite a few different things we can see. So
Yeah.
let's see if we can have a walk round. Yeah. We'll have a walk round. That's the wee cottage. The Granville Road Lodge was built in 1841 and was originally the head gardener's house. The gates and the stonework at the entrance were not erected until 1876, just after the Granville Road was constructed. So that's the gates at the bottom that we've just come through. Wow. Hopefully a nice little interesting trip round Norfolk Park. So we've just come up to, I think it's called Duke's Outdoor Centre. Quite an impressive building, to be honest. There's a cafe. And what else is there?
Toilets and...
Cafe, toilets, all that sort of stuff in here. Might nip in for a cup of coffee. He's not had no to eat it. But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful park. And then you've got the view of the city straight through. Hopefully we might be able to scan around and get a view of that in a bit. Sheffield's built on 7 hills, is it?
Yep.
7 hills apparently. And you know it when you're walking around it.
Yeah.
I don't walk around it, I drive. Morning Maggie. Magpie sat on that roof there. I don't know if you can see it. That far ending. About there. What a beautiful day. Yeah. But I'm nipping and have a coffee. Bit rude not to.
So, Norfolk Heritage Park, part of my youth actually. My grandma and granddad used to live around here, so I got in Norfolk Park quite a lot. They were always having events on, you know, displays and things. And once a year they used to have the Army and the Air Force on. Well, this was where the displays would be set up, and then there'd be an arena in the middle. They did have like Royal Marines doing displays and stuff like that. But further down in the next house, there was like the Lord's Mayor's bit, which was invited guests, and they'd have a battle and you know whatever. But yeah, so there used to be great events. There used to be soapbox races, motor shows, everything you can think of. They were always busy. Just a lovely place to come. And as it is today, sun's shining, what more could you want? So as we turn round, I can't see, but if you can see, we've got a beautiful vista of Sheffield. There we go. In all its glory.
Is that what it's called?
Something like that. I'm trying to be polite, Jay. You know.
It's not a bad city.
No, it isn't.
It's not a bad city.
No, but it's a great place, really is.
I've been to worse.
Yes.
They're beautiful wee cottages. Really nice. Imagine living in one of them. Be peaceful, but not in a summer's day.
Yeah.
Ah. Should imagine that didn't used to be there. No. And Duke of Norfolk, what's that saying? This building is set up for the use of the public and to commemorate Let's read it on. The gift of this park to the citizens of Sheffield by Henry, Duke of Norfolk, KG. August, and then whatever the muriels are. So, I'm not working it out. A busk, is that what you call it?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Similar, isn't it? So he's got his coat of arms on one side and then you've got your Sheffield City arms on the other. But you always get some idiot, don't you, that has to...
It's sad, really.
I don't know. I mean, come on. That's quite nice though, I've got to say. So, where are we going now, buddy?
I thought we'd walk around the road.
So we're going this way. Have a walk round.
Where's the bin, Jay? There's not put a video on for ages.
He's back. He's back. It's a nice wee sculpture. Barnum, Bambi.
Bambi.
I love these type of places because you always seem to find some little gem. Although that's a bit creepy. Might use that for Halloween. Samhain. Oh! Something I wanted to mention. Obviously Samhain, or Halloween to you, is coming up very soon. Now, we're pondering what to do this year. Obviously last year we did the 5 local Stocksbridge ghost stories, which were quite fun. And the atmosphere, because it was foggy and raining, really built into the atmosphere of the video. If you've not seen that one, go back and check his last Halloween or Samhain video out. That'd be much appreciated. Please like and subscribe to our channel as well. That'll also be much appreciated. But we're looking for suggestions for this year, what to do in the South Yorkshire area.
Not too scary.
Scary as you want. Scary as you want.
Oh.
His face will do. I'm going to get a punch. But no, seriously, if I can be, suggestions, suggestions please in the comments of any ideas what we could do this Samhain, stroke brackets, Halloween, for this year's video. That would be much appreciated. All ideas welcome. Nasty comments will be ignored. Mr. Photographer. Well, Phil were explaining that they used to have all different events and things in Norfolk Park. This is apparently where they used to have the salt box run. I don't know if you've ever seen it on TV, but the salt box is where the people make go-karts really, and they bling them up a bit into all sorts of fantastic different creations. And then they race them down like a course. They always break up, they crash, they break up, all sorts. Quite fun. Still, I think they're on Extreme Sports or something like that on TV.
You get them on Red Bull Challenge.
Red Bull Challenge, that's the one, isn't it? Red Bull Challenge. Yeah. Soapbox racing. Apparently this is where they used to do it in here. It's steeper than it looks, to be fair. It's probably about that, maybe. But it is fun to watch, I've got to say. You can see why they did it down here though, Phil.
Yeah, yeah, that's quite a incline.
I'll tell you what though, this is a nice bit of woodland walk. Beautiful. And the sun.
On a day like this.
Yeah, I mean, you'd also almost think it were like spring weather. But it is only, is it 14th now?
Yes.
14th of October. It's my birthday next month. 21.
Yep.
Cheeky get. 21 plus VAT.
Right. Man, Jack and Tut.
Yeah, he's older than me. Well, just passing, this is one for me dad. Just passing Bowling Green. I'm not going to run up that wee banking to show him. But it's only a small green, I think. I don't think it's as big as Stocksbridge. I don't know what this one is. But then you've got like your badminton, not badminton, what do you call it? Basketball courts.
I'm sure there used to be the tennis.
Basketball courts at far end there. Got a bit of flat surface.
Yeah.
That looks like a bit of a bowling green. I can see edging. The main bowling green's up there.
I'm sure there used to be.
Well, explain what you said to me about them, then.
So, up there are what used to be tennis courts, and that's where they'd land the helicopters on these military displays, which were quite a tight squeeze, and amazing that they got them in there.
I can imagine, to be honest.
Yeah, must have been exceptional flyers.
Because you'd have thought blades of the court.
Yeah, but they didn't. Yeah.
Unless them fences weren't as big as them.
Yeah, but yeah, I was surprised at the time. Pretty cool.
Secret squirrel.
Secret squirrels there.
Yeah, it is a bit of a bowling green. You can see the edging. My dad would probably be able to tell me more. But it looks like edging for a bowling green. All the way around. Don't know if it's crown green, I haven't got a clue. I'm going to get down this banking now, so I'm going to see you in a minute, because I'm not filming myself going down here. In fact, I might walk round. Oh, what a gorgeous day. Gorgeous day to have a walk around Norfolk Park in the centre, or practically in the centre of Sheffield. You would not know it. No wonder they call it the greenest city in England, or in Britain. Or is it also the greenest city in Europe? Possibly. I think I'm going to come down there. I'm not banging that banking again, it was bad enough getting up. But yeah, my dad will be able to tell me more. I'm sure this is a bowling green. Looks like one. I'll show you them basketball courts. So he says these used to be tennis courts. Possibly were, actually. They're now basketball courts, as you can see. He says this is where the helicopter were landing. Wow. Morning, Maggie. A cricket there, look. But yeah, I can see these probably were tennis courts, to be honest. Looks like they still use this tennis court, still laid out for it, look. It's a multi-purpose, a little arena, as you call it. Very nice. Here in the middle of Norfolk Park. Wonderful. So, that was a nice walk around Norfolk Park, practically in the city centre. Back to the gates where we started from here. So we're going to leave the video. It was only a short one, but we needed to get out, didn't we, and do something. Yeah. So we're going to leave the video here. So thank you very much for watching. J-Art.
Fill out. Keep trekking.
Trek on. Till next time.
See ya.
See you again. Ta-da. Gotta say though, that is nice. Stunning.
Stunning. Stunning.
Ta-da.